Hello, artist of life, beautiful light of love. Welcome to another video about the art of loving on being the artist of your life. And this is really about every aspect of your life, of being an artist about being the artist of your life, which starts with you, starts with the foundations within you, of feeling worthy, of creating the life of your dreams in every aspect. And that starts really with that internal work. But it also is about your external reality, about the relationships you form, about the dreams you have, about your passions, about your career, about every aspect of your life. And so this is a really important aspect for me, and I felt called to share this one today, and so I'm going to share this one today. And the main thing is going to be connection with God. And I love the word God. However, at the beginning of my journey, I felt I was really more connected with the word universe or source or a higher source. And so if you don't resonate with the word God, pick the word that you resonate with. But I will be using God because I feel such holiness with that word now. And I have such a connection with that word. And it truly is very powerful for me. So, yes, faith, belief in something greater is something that is so important in being the artist of your reality and in creating the life of your dreams. Because I believe that God plants dreams in our hearts. We have dreams, we have desires that are planted by God in our hearts to guide us in creating the life of our dreams. For example, we are given gifts by God. And not everyone has the same gifts. Not everyone has the same desires. But following those gifts, following our intuition leads us on a path in life of creating the most beautiful life. And it is so true that by following one gift that was given to us by God when we were created, we uncover so many other gifts within us that we didn't even know existed. Our gifts get multiplied because we are pouring into one and then are blessed and uncover so much more about ourselves. For example, I began sharing just my poetry, but then I discovered my love for speaking, my love for connecting with others, and how I'm able to flow in that, where before the only way I could post a video online was if I read every little thing, because I had to focus on that, on speaking, on my poetry, and then was able to truly craft and uncover so many other gifts within me. And so I truly believe we're all blessed with certain gifts, and it is about tapping into our gifts, our own authenticity, following our intuition in co-creating a beautiful life with God. Gifts that were given to us by God to expand here on earth, to reach for these gifts, these dreams. And like I said, following your intuition is so important. What is your heart whispering? What is your heart calling you to create, to do? Because those are the whispers of God. And I have a video on how to follow your intuition, or how I see following your intuition. And the beautiful thing is, only you know what your intuition is telling you. And it takes a lot of connecting with your intuition, hearing God's voice, and hearing how God is connecting with you. But deep down, I feel like we all know truly what it is that our heart is desiring, and sometimes that voice is scary because it can be really big. It can be really big in the sense that we feel we are called for something greater, but we feel too small for that, or we feel like it is so unattainable. But like I said, the beautiful thing is that when we connect with that and when we start following our intuition, God, the universe, the world just beautifully comes to meet us. Because I remember when just the idea of wanting to create a book, I was like, how do I even go about that? How? I knew that like there was the option of self-publishing, and intuitively I felt led to that. But then I was like, how? How do I even do that? But the beautiful thing is that once I made the decision to do it, I did not even have to search for answers. Answers came to me. Somehow, a poet that I followed online was doing an interview with this woman who had a poetry club online where she taught how to self publish a book. And I found that and was able to connect with that poetry club, and I got all my answers. They were all there in one place. And to me, when we set an intention and the world meets us in such a beautiful way, that is just the beautiful confirmation that yes, I am following my intuition. And another story of that is I had written my book and then I was thinking, you know what? I think I want an editor because my spelling, I have always been bad with spelling. And I just wanted someone to double check my spelling, even though, the computer checks it, but I just knew there was mistakes, spelling and grammar. Not my best thing. So I knew I wanted someone to check that. I literally thought of that within hours. I was following this person from the poetry club actually told me to follow this woman who he was like, "Oh, she writes books. I think you'll like her." I didn't even know she edited books. That day she put on her story that she has an opening for book editing. And not only was that an answer to my prayers, to my desires, to my thoughts, not thoughts, but like dreams, she was also the perfect woman to do that. We connected on so many other levels. She was not just an editor, she was also a woman. She is also a woman who believes in the magic of the world of spirituality. She was the perfect woman to read my books, and just I could not have thought of a better person. However, when following your dreams and following your passions and going out into the world with your artistic creations, I feel like in this video focusing on the creative the on going out into the world with your creations, whether that is like for me my books or even posting online. Honestly, sharing yourself as the greatest creation in this world, and I feel like that is just the best form of sharing yourself and giving your creativity, is sharing yourself in your authenticity. And everyone is so different. Like I said, everyone has their unique gifts. And so when you go out into the world and share them in that way, everyone has different ideas for what and goals and dreams in that. And that's so beautiful. That means that there's everyone is different, and that is so beautiful. And I find such beauty in that no two people are alike. But let me circle back. When we go out and life doesn't meet us, for example, we don't, not everything falls into place how we would want it. Maybe we're not getting all the book sales, or we're not getting all the clients that we would like with our creations, or our videos aren't doing amazing. It is so important not to give up. Just because something is not working out in the moment you want it to work out does not mean it is not meant to happen. I genuinely believe that we have to go through certain things in order for us to learn something, to see something. And also, God knows divine timing. It's never on your time, it is on the most divine timing when you are fully ready to receive what you are meant to receive, what you are desiring to receive. It's truly about being fully in alignment with what you want to receive. Only when you are fully in alignment with it are you then ready to truly receive it. Even though your mind, your ego might want to think you were ready for that before, it's truly about being the most stable, the most rooted you can be to receive that fully, so that honestly you don't maybe sabotage it later. Mm. But yes, when going out into the world with your creations, I genuinely believe that, okay, backtrack now. The beginning of my journey, when in my heart I felt, I feel like I am meant to share my words, my creations, myself, honestly, online in this type of way, was there a part of me that maybe was like, let me let me go back. My heart felt it, but my ego was like, are you sure this is like are you just not making this up? But I genuinely now have come to a place, and I want to share this belief with you that I believe honestly is true. All the ideas we get are from God, are from a higher source. I genuinely believe that, because why would these ideas be planted in our hearts? And with that, we see that we get the idea. Creation is a beautiful energy that when we get the idea, it is like we are a vessel for creation to put that out into the world. Because honestly, we are answering that call from God, but also if we are getting that call from God to put out a creation out into the world, that means there are people waiting for our creations out in the world. And so you really have to see and treat your creations as something holy, as something divine, as something given from God that you are the perfect vessel for. And it is a beautiful co-creation. And there was a moment on my journey where I kind of was, I myself forgot about the foundation of belief and connection with God. But the beautiful thing is, by forgetting that, I was able to reconnect with God on such a deeper level, and really put all my trust and faith in God leading me, God guiding me through my intuition, and knowing that in every moment of my journey I truly have been protected, and I truly have been divinely protected, and I'm missing the word that I wanted to say, and have been divinely supported. And sometimes that journey looks like blindly walking, and the steps are really just revealing themselves as you walk, like being like, I don't really know what my next move is, and bang, you get an idea, bang, you get an opportunity, bang, and a door opens. That is the magic of the journey of being the artist of your reality, when you truly live with the faith of knowing that everything is working out for you. And this does not mean to be reckless. This is about following your intuition and the guidance that God is giving you in this life. We all have that connection. We just have to tap into it and see it and feel it and hear it, and honestly radically follow it, and see how God then meets us in this life, and the beauty we are able to co-create with God in that way. And yes, faith is really important to me, belief in God, and I it is something that is really important to me as the artist of my life, because when you move with the knowing that God is with you and within you, and that God's eyes are within you, you treat your life as a holy masterpiece as well. You want to create the most beautiful relationships that are rooted in love. You want to create the ideas that come to you because you see them as something divine. You want to just treat your body and treat yourself with love. And that is really important for me. And I think it's also important in being the artist of your reality, because you also find such comfort in God. And when you might be struggling more, knowing that there is something greater leading you, and something greater that you can honestly really have a conversation with and see, and just be with, have someone to also just be with and rest with in that knowing. So yeah, that was my rant for today. um yes, and I want you to know that your dreams are also not too big. Sometimes I have this thought that maybe my dreams are too big, but also, why would my dreams be planted in my heart for them not to come into fruition? And I I know God wants us here to live beautiful lives in love, rooted in co-creation. And I think we are meant to create heaven on earth with the divine ideas we get from God and being in a place that is rooted in love and light and beauty. So go create today. Create with love. Create by being the artist of your life. Create yourself as being open to life and open to getting the ideas from God too. Because we have to be open to receiving those divine sparks. And yeah, hear it. But I probably think you already know what you are meant to create if you're watching this video. So, yeah, I'm wishing you a beautiful and lovely day today, and maybe my cat will say hello. Hutch. Come on. Oh, actually, let me read you a poem. she You see, everything happens for a reason. I looked at her because I had my book here. Okay. So, this is a poem that I wrote when when I had fallen kind of away from my connection with God and was coming back to it, and seeing how God really does keep us in alignment with love when we allow it to, and we don't let our own delusions and ego and false beliefs pull us away. So yes, this is the poem. I felt myself being pulled higher by God's hands holding me in belief, but my own delusions were keeping me from flying, reminding me of the seed of pure intentions that are needed to flower in holiness. And I really see that God keeps us in check with creating love, and knowing that we are here to create love and not let our egos, fear, and this panic kind of push us into doing something that isn't in the purest of intentions. And so this is from my book, Helping People Breathe. I know I've been sharing a lot of I Saw You in the Sunset, but this is my second book. It came out in September 22nd, the first day of fall. And it is truly, there's a lot of themes, but it is truly about knowing that even in the darkest seasons, new life always blooms. And what I mean by that is it really connects you back with your feeling of self-worth, of your connection with God, of your creativity, and just releasing what no longer serves you to make space for growth, releasing beliefs that you are not worthy, and yes, and coming to a place of, honestly, what's coming to me is divine creation, even though I think I need to reread the book. But if that came to me, I'm going to keep that in the video. So yeah, check it out with the link in my bio. And yeah, I am wishing you a beautiful, 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 and lovely day today. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to become part of this soul family. You can find all the links below. And I really just want to say I feel such love in this moment. So I want to send some love to you and say that I love every single one of you watching this. You mean a lot to me. I am on this journey of truly sharing myself with the world in a new way that I haven't shared before, but I feel like it is in divine creation with God. So I know there's people who are waiting for these words. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm sending you so much love today. Thank you.